Hi dear students, welcome to Geeta's classes. Now we are going to start a new topic, discrete mathematics. Okay, what is it? It is a part of mathematics, right? It deals with the study of discrete objects. Discrete means what? Distinct or unconnected elements. Okay, and it is needed for solving the problems like finding the number of ways to choose a password on a computer system and the probability of winning a game, finding the shortest path between two cities using a transportation system and so on. Okay, and discrete mathematics is the gateway to more advanced courses in all parts of the mathematical sciences, and even for computer science it is the foundation for many computer science courses like data structures, algorithm, database theory, automata theory, formal languages, compiler theory, computer security, and so on. Okay, without having a good knowledge of discrete mathematics, you cannot perform well in your core subjects. Okay, and it is very interesting subject, very easy subject also, very easy subject. Okay, and it is not at all difficult. It is very easy subject, one of my favorite subject too. Okay, now let us go into detail. In first unit we have foundations, that is logic and proofs. Okay, logic and proofs. The classical propositional logic is the most basic and most widely used logic, and we can say it is the notation for Boolean functions with several powerful proof and reasoning methods. The logic will have extensive use in several areas of computer science, like especially in computer aided verification and artificial intelligence, etc. And we have inference theory also. I'll give you one small example, real life example in for inference theory. You take this, consider this situation in a restaurant. Your father is ordering fish, okay, and you are ordering chicken, right? And your mother is ordering some vegetarian dish. Okay, so now you have ordered three different items. Now the waiter will come with 3 plates in his hand, and what will happen now after immediately after reaching your table? What he will ask first? Who ordered chicken? So you will say you have ordered. So he will keep the plate here, right? Then he will ask the second question: who ordered fish? Then definitely he will put the plate here. So your father will say yes, then he will put the plate here. And will he ask the third question? No. Without asking, the remaining is here? No. So automatically he'll keep the third plate in nearby your mother, right? He'll keep this plate here. That means he is having what has happened here. After asking this with these 2 questions and answers, he has come to the conclusion. So with these details, whatever he has observed from here, he has come to the conclusion. Okay, this is one real life example of inference theory. He is coming to a conclusion. Okay, with the whatever details he has, he is coming to the conclusion. And we have different types of problems like this, whether this validity of the statement, all those things, whether it is valid or not. Take this conclusion, whether they will give the statements and one conclusion will be given. You have to find out whether can you conclude with this validity of the statements and all. You have to find out. Okay, that we'll see in detail. Now coming to unit 2, we have sets, functions, sequences, all those things, relations, closure of relations, equivalence relations, all those things you have studied in your intermediate itself. This is just an extension of those topics. Okay, and real life example, can you find out some real life example? Kitchen is the most relevant example of sets. Sets of similar utensils are kept separately, right? So this is the best example, first one. Then if you consider your school bag, right, and you have 1 2 3 4 racks are there, and whatever is to be kept in one, similar items you will keep. Notebooks in one rack, textbooks in another rack, and so on. Okay, this is another example of sets. If you consider the playlist, most of us are having a different kind of playlists of songs, right, in our smartphones and computer. So playlists form the example of sets. Okay, if you consider the function, it cannot have one. If you have to give one input and you will get one output. Okay, so if you consider this soda, the vending machine, the amount of sodas that come out of a vending machine depending on how much money you are inserting in the machine, right? It depends on that. So input, depending on the input, you will be getting the corresponding output, right? And next one is weekly salary. One second. Yeah. If you consider the weekly salary, it is a function. It is an example of function because per hour, how much is the rate? It will be fixed, and how much hours you are working, depending on that, the salary will be calculated here. Okay, number of hours worked, number of hours into how much is the pay per hour. It will be fixed, and how many hours you are working, according to that you will get the payment, right? And if you consider the investment in the bank, if you want to find out the compound interest, if you are investing some money, if you want to find out the compound interest, then how will you find out? It depends. Compound interest is a function of initial investment, how much you are investing, and interest rate, and time, how much time you are keeping the money in the bank. It depends on those things. Okay, so next is unit 3, algorithm. What do you mean by algorithm? It is a sequence of steps to perform a task, right? It is a sequence of steps to perform any task, right? So even for computers, you have to give the algorithm, that is a sequence of steps to be performed by the computer. We are only writing, so we should give proper instructions. That instructions are called the algorithm, which is to be done first. So the sequence is important. Okay, and it should be correct. You have to find out whether the algorithm is correct. So correctness is important, and efficiency is important. How much time it is taking. Okay, whether you are going in a correct way or not. It will be time taking or not. Whether our steps are correct or not. Those things are very, very important. So if sometimes if the written algorithm goes wrong, then the results can be disastrous also, right? So algorithms are having the power to create as well as destroy. Okay, so it depends on the steps we are writing. It can create as well as destroy also, right? So next, coming to unit 4, we have first part is discrete probability. Recently we have completed COSM. In that, Bayes theorem, probability theory, expected value and variance, all those things we have studied. Okay, and it is available in my channel also. You can go through all those things, even Bayes theorem, discrete probability, expected value, variance. Okay, and we are not having continuous functions here. We have only for discrete probability, right? And next is in advanced counting techniques, we have recurrence relations. So what are the applications of recurrence relations? The famous Tower of Hanoi problem, right? Tower of Hanoi will have 3 rods and n discs will be there in this. Okay, and you have to transform the discs into another rod. Okay, and we have some condition. We have some conditions. So let us see the conditions. This is the possibility for 3 discs. You have to transform from the left rod to the middle one. You have to transform. So we have transformed like this. Okay, so how many steps it will be taking, and using recurrence relation, you have to form the recurrence relation for the famous Tower of Hanoi problem, and we will solve that. I'll teach you all these things, how to solve those things, and how to solve the recurrence relation. All those things we'll see. Next is the famous Fibonacci series, and Fibonacci numbers which are related to the famous concept called golden ratio. Okay, all these things are example. And even if you have principle of inclusion exclusion. So this is a Venn diagram I have put. We have this has lot of applications we have, and when we do the problems, we will have we'll discuss in detail. Okay, And unit 5 is graphs and trees. And graphs and trees are having lot of real life applications even for your computer core subjects. Without understanding the graphs you cannot do anything. Okay, graphs and trees, even data structures you would have studied already. Most of the topics you would have covered already. Okay, even your data structures and all, but still this will have pure mathematical concepts we will teach. Okay, and you should find out, you can find out where are the applications, how, where to apply all these things in your subjects. Okay, so let us see some examples. Internet, real life example, real time example. Internet is a vast virtual graph, right? So here every vertex, what is a vertex? Individual vertex is a web page, and every edge means what? It is connecting the hyperlink between two pages. Okay, and so on. And if you consider the social network, whether it is WhatsApp or Telegram, we have social networks, no? So users, you can think of like a graph. They are connected, how they are being connected and all. Okay, and to make decisions we use trees, whether it is true or false, like that. If you want to make some decisions, then you can yes or no questions only. So this will not have cycles and all. So we'll see all these things in detail when we study 5th unit. Okay, and we have textbook discrete mathematics and its applications with combinatorics and graph theory. We have Kenneth H. Rosen. This is your textbook. This has all the 5 units. You can buy this book if you want. And 7th edition, if you are buying 7th edition, the previous editions will not have some topics. Okay, even PCNF, PDNF and some more topics will not be there in 5th edition. I think 6th edition almost all the topics are there. Okay, and we have some reference book, nice books are there. Tremblay Manohar, Discrete Mathematical Structure by Tremblay Manohar. This is again Tata McGraw-Hill only. And we have one more book, very nice book, Abraham Candle. So my topics, most of the topics I will cover from these 3 books only. Okay, and let us see in detail in the next class. We will start the next topic in the next class. Thank you so much for listening. We'll have a nice time for discrete mathematics. It is very interesting topic. You can study. Okay, thank you so much for listening.